anyways, crazy story, it was a sky woman that landed first on the earth. Things start moving right after that. And when we put up our leadership in our nation, it's always the woman that puts up the leadership. And if you don't behave, it's the woman that takes them wrong. So women have a lot more pull in our society than men. Okay? So when we go to social dance ceremonies, we always sing woman dance. No. And the first song is always dedicated to Mother Earth. Okay? And after that, it's the woman.
Alright, my name's Dave Enden. Today we're headed up to the Mohawk Indian Reservation. We're going to take a look at some culture, some indigenous issues, and have a good time. Over the bridge?
He said not to go over the bridge, but let's go towards it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, it wouldn't be an adventure unless we got a little lost.
So we got a little lost. We'll just end up in Canada.
We work on native time. 2 hours.
Twin Leaf. We need to find a Twin Leaf.
Twin Leaf.
Is that one?
Ask them where Twin Leaf gas station is. We're looking for. Alright.
10, 9.
So, who are you?
Where am I?
What's your name? Where you from?
Well, my Mohawk name is Sagiat Diosta, and I'm from Akwesasne, which is part of the Mohawk Nation, and it's part of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. We're up in the northern region of New York State.
Southernmost region of Canada.
Yeah.
And who are you, fine sir, on the right?
My Mohawk name is Akwesasne. And I, much like this guy here, am part of the Akwesasne Mohawks.
I'm with the Bear Clan.
Turtle Clan.
When, are plants important in your culture?
Yes,
Very.
very important.
And, when did you first start your knowledge about plants?
Probably the first time I opened my eyes. Because there's certain medicines that our people use when the baby's born, huh? And if the baby has yellow jaundice, there's another medicine that they give them, huh? But there's certain medicine that they wash up the baby, everything.
What kind of plants do they use for that?
Mostly white pine, I think.
White pine. Is white pine important, symbolically?
White pine is a very big symbol amongst our people. They say when we made what we call the Great Law, we made that law under the white pine tree. Right?
If you look closely at the pine needles, you see 5 of them, which symbolically to us meant the 5 nations.
We buried all our anger and everything, and we brought everybody together under that pine tree. And we were given a law, it was called the Great Law, or the Great Law of Peace. So, using the 3 words, peace, power, and righteousness. You got to use that in your everyday life, to be try to be a good person. That's what our law is based on, having a good mind, respect. When you get that power, it's the power of, you could say love, you spread that around to other people, It's like throwing a stone in the water, it's a ripple, You spread that out. But medicines are very important amongst our people. Before the coming of Europeans, that's all we had. And we called that our pharmacy, out there, And then, medicine, like anything, it has a spirit, And they're like family, So when you go in there and pick, you just pick so much and you move on so that family can thrive again.
Is there any specific way you pick?
Yes, so what we do is we usually bring what we call sacred tobacco with us. Then you offer something to that plant or that plant, like
what it's giving you.
Use it for healing. And these are gifts that was given to us by the Creator. And you have to learn to respect it.
How you have knowledge about, using plants that's been passed down, and common medicines and stuff. People are more directed to using common medicines versus these plants.
It wasn't too long ago. Well, when I grew up, when I was young, everybody was using Indian medicine that I know of. It was that feeling and that strength, that power was still there. But then they brought this Western medicine. And if you go into homes, you see the people have to take 5 different pills because everything they take has a reaction to the next one. But when you take traditional medicines, most of the time there's no reaction to it. But it has a spirit, and the strength that you give it is when you talk to it, You're giving it that strength. That's why we offer that tobacco.
What's the most important plant to you?
The most important one?
Yeah, what do you think, if you could pick one, is the most important plant?
Tobacco. Out of all of them, I'd have to say tobacco.
Tobacco is also a medicine too.
Oh.
Yeah.
For what?
Huh?
For what?
Tobacco is that's our connection to the forces that are all around us,
Sky world.
Yep, into the sky world. If you have to talk to the Creator for something, ask Him for help or whatever, you offer Him that tobacco. Same with all, the natural world. To talk to them, you have to give something. Our way is to give that tobacco. That way you never take anything for granted,
Do you think that maintaining traditional knowledge of plants could help maintain the culture as well?
Yeah. Because when you pick our medicine, you have to do it in your own language. And then that's where the power comes from, But it's I don't know how would you say it, but we're kind of losing a little, because a lot of our young people don't speak that language no more. Just the real older people that do it. But then there's still a lot of people trying to pick it up or pick it back up. But growing up, it was an everyday thing to go out there and pick medicine. The old people would say, "Here, go pick this," and they would give you a quarter. And when you're that young, you really kind of don't know what it's about. You just go do it. But as you grow up, you start understanding more and more about it. Because it was, how would you say that? That was their livelihood. Medicine, making baskets. You have to make it part of your life.
You think by, practicing that and making it part of your life, it fulfills you spiritually, right?
Yeah.
Helps pass down knowledge, future generations.
Yep.
And keeps it all going, huh?
Yep. Have to keep it going, or we have tendency to lose that knowledge. Because everything out here has a medicinal purpose. Not just the grass and the trees have a medicinal purpose. Everything. And a lot of that knowledge is not written down. It's like an oral history, was passed on from one generation to the next. Because you can grab a book and see that plant and everything, But if you have to go back into your own language and find out what the Mohawk word for that plant. So like you have to go through 3 different, how would you say that? 3 different ways of trying to find out what it's all about. Because a lot of us ain't fluent in Mohawk. Huh?
So traditionally, it's always passed down through word of mouth.
Yep.
It's not written.
Usage of it,
What other types of uses do you have besides medicinally? Are there any particular plants that you still currently use? Like, which do you harvest? I see you have a garden over there.
Yep.
What do you have in your garden?
Every probably weed in that garden right now, it has a medicinal use. So
Every weed?
Not just weed, yeah, everything has a medicinal. Some of them we know, some of them we don't know. That corn you see planting, right? The corn husk, we use it for kidney medicine. Some people call it the hair. Huh? And the husk is for kidney medicine too. So every part of that corn is used for something. Huh? So nothing's really supposed to be wasted. Huh? Then we have beans, all that's medicine. Huh?
What can you use the beans for?
Well, the same thing. I guess a lot of it, because we call them the 3 sisters, they're all connected. Huh? It's all a food at the same time, it's a medicine.
Do you still harvest wood, like trees, to make materials?
Yeah,
or canoes all the time?
We do firewood, but the main one we do is
baskets.
Baskets.
How do you make those?
You have to go out and identify your trees, and the one is black ash that they use. And you go out there and you identify what it is, and you cut it, and you bring it back, and you start pounding it. Huh? And it all comes up after you pound it. Then you split it certain ways, and you bind it into a nice basket. Huh? But that was our livelihood, making baskets. During the 30s, when they had the big, what do they call it?
Great Depression?
Yeah, our people survived on making baskets. Either barter or trade, And today it's still a strong thing in our community. Yeah? We have wedding baskets, we have everything you can make with a basket. They make hats.
Pack baskets, wedding baskets.
Corn washing baskets.
Yep.
But that's very part of our culture too. Huh?
Do you find as time has progressed, this would go to Dean only because he's a little older, but do you find that it's a lot more difficult to utilize these plants? Are they disappearing, or are they
it's up to you
still here?
How you gonna use it, huh? You have to always use it in a good way, huh? Because when you don't use it in a good way, you have tendency things will go wrong, huh? Then we go back to that, what we call Skaknikuna, using the good mind again, huh?
What other questions you think, Aya?
Here in Akwesasne, there's 4 major plants that we really use, huh? And that's sweet flag, golden thread, wild ginger, and
Tobacco.
You have gold thread up here?
Yeah, a lot of it.
The wild ginger up here too?
Yep, a lot of sweet flag. Every house had that, huh? If you walk in the houses, you'll see some of them, they put it on the windows just to keep the negative out. Huh?
And what's it? That's sweet flag?
Yeah, it's good for toothaches, everything. Sore eyes, sore stomach, so much uses. Huh?
And what about the gold thread?
Gold thread, like I was telling earlier, it was used for when babies have yellow jaundice or diabetics. If you got ganger sores in your mouth, you just rinse with that. Huh? Sore eyes, so much uses. Anyways. And if you were to go to another community, they would probably tell you different uses that they use it for. Huh?
What about ginger?
That's our antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
That's good for everything. Cold, flu.
Joe, do you still use plants for medicines?
Yeah, all the time. That sweet flag, when I took it out on my 4-day fast, I didn't really plan on taking it out. At the last second, it was given to me. While I was out there, I was told to chew on it. Don't swallow it or nothing. Just chew on it, and it'll keep the saliva coming through my mouth, so I won't have a dry throat every single day. The tobacco I used out there when asking for vision, tobacco, it works in a way like that. The smoke, it goes straight to the Sunguaya diesel, and that's how I asked them for what I heard. I used cedar plants to smudge my area of bad spirits, evil, bad thoughts that I was having all day, and it really had me keep a good mind all day.
And this was for your rites of passage?
Yeah.
When did you do that?
I did that, the day I went out was June 1st, 2011.
So just this year, huh?
Yeah.
Dean, you had told me that you still drink white pine tea, huh?
Yep. Mostly started drinking in the fall. It thickens your blood, so you get ready for winter. Then you won't get as sick either. And they claim it has more vitamin C than oranges, so it's good to drink it off and on during the winter too. Plus we take that and we smudge our houses to get all the negative out.
Well, I want to say thank you, right?
Yeah.
Say Yahweh.